the first one.
A new disturbing blackmail scheme targeting our teens.
It's like walking down a dark alley in the middle of the night.
Our webcams exposing our kids to a new cyber danger. The I-Team investigates. Tuesday at 5, only on ABC 7 News.
Yeah, well, I got to agree with him there. Some of the shit I see.
It's happening today as we do our radio show.
Oh, my goodness.
Pal Talk. Pal Talk, the rooms are up to what? 1,000 people now?
We're on Pal Talk. We can fit 1,000 people in the rooms now. We get more every day. There's hundreds in there watching.
How does it?
Is that what that is right there? Yeah, they have. See, they could see you right there, up from that camera, and then the office cam is on. If Danny's listening to the show, he can give a little wave, and there he is,
like that girl.
There it is, and then there's Lil on cam. Lil on cam is a real trooper. She is a real goer. Shows them tits, and she's very cute. And these rooms fill up with girls that just love showing themselves naked. It's wonderful.
So how is webcams exposing your kids to danger?
I would think they are online on their webcam and being taunted to show their dirty parts.
And before they can look away, there's some awful middle-aged man.
Oh, Jack,
beating himself.
Because here's what you get.
With his...
we have very unique rooms here, the Opie and Anthony rooms. There's the Opie and Anthony live camera, which is the one that they're looking in on now. And it's guys hanging out, chatting. They got cameras, girls showing some tit and shit like that. It's nice. And them watching us do the show. It's very nice. Very nice. Civilized. But you go to some of these other rooms, it is porn on some of them because they're just streaming porno movies. Women showing their tits and their vaginas and shoving shit in them. But for the most part, 90%, the camera zoomed in on a man's nude lap as he is pounding away on his dick, just jerking off. It is cameras after camera, just guys jerking off.
Well, now that I know that music bed wasn't scary enough under the news teaser there.
No, not scary enough.
You know when they invented webcams, you think that's what they envisioned for this whole
I think they
technology?
Envisioned
what did they
video conferencing.
You think that's what they really envisioned at the time?
You're in New York. Your business partner is in Tokyo. You need a face-to-face meeting. Thank God for the webcam. That's what they were hoping for.
Right.
You're we need more Toyota bumpers. We send a Toyota bumper right away. That's what they said. And it immediately turned into, if I get a naked chick on the other side of this, as opposed to a Jap at a car plant, I could put the camera on my dick and jerk off while she watches. This is great. And the second that happened, va-boom, everyone's got them.
When they invent new technology, they always meant well, but it never goes out that way. You got to get the porn out of the way with your new technology, and then you finally start discovering all the things you could do with it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know the monks in robes with that first friggin' wood-handled printing press?
Right.
You know the first thing they did was just some dirty monk word.
Yeah.
And spread the ink down and squeezed it and pulled out the piece of papyrus and went, fuck, look, fuck.
I always wondered who do you think the first person ever to jerk off while watching TV was? Because right out of the gate they came out with like Howdy Doody. There must have been some pervert.
You think it was immediate or it took a while?
At some point, like the first time you saw a beautiful woman, she's on television. All right, and all of a sudden you realize you're alone in your living room. You're like, hey.
It's Uncle Milty in the Texaco Star Theater.
oh, fucking Uncle Milty. Uncle Milty.
Hello, ladies and germs.
You're going to jerk off to Ed. Well, look, you know when you were a little kid.
I think you had to wait for HBO.
No, I don't think so. Because
Channel 13.
Remember when you were a little kid? When you first saw, like the Sears catalog, anything could make your dick hard. You didn't give a fuck. So I think the same way with TV, even if you were jerking off to magazines and you'd see some stag films, or whatever the fuck they called them at that point.
Well, 23 Skidoo.
The first time Doris Day or one of those people came on the tube to hype their next movie.
The problem was never on there long enough. The visual was never on there long enough to do anything. Like, they used to go to, like, Tahiti on Channel 13, National Geographic special of Tahiti. and they would show these hot Tahitian women topless, just walking around the island, and boing, insta-boner, but not enough time. And how much time alone did you get? Hey, leave everybody. I want to sit here in the living room where there's only one TV and jerk off.
Oh, that's right.
Not like there was a TV in every fucking room and a VCR and everything else. There's the family TV in a sarcophagus fucking case, big wooden thing with a record player on top.
I'm telling you, somebody did it.
Somebody did it.
Somebody with a
I want to know the first case of jerking off to the television.
And what they jerked off to.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's go to Larry, the trucker. Larry?
Yeah, I'm going to say, I was just going to say, when I was about 9 years old, maybe 10, I don't recall exactly when it was late 80s, 87, 88, I was, just learning how to masturbate, and I had a real fascination with a chick on Alf, the curly 80s there. I used to smack it off, to her, and my mother caught me, honestly. It was absolutely horrid. Nowadays, I'll drive down the road, I'll pull up beside a Mercedes, and I'll be whacking my stack, and I'll be, looking down thinking, if they just only knew.
That you're jerking off to women on the road. There's how many tons do those vehicles weigh? Barreling down at 80 miles an hour, and the guy is jerking off. Fantastic.
They're obviously not giving him enough time to make the delivery.
No.
He can't pull off in a Super 8 and just rub one out. Something.
I fucking love you guys, though.
All right, thank you, Larry. I did that once, and when the moment of truth comes, you lose, control of your freaking legs.
Yeah, you can't. You break gas.
That was the first and last time I ever did that. This is way too fucking dangerous, because your right leg, it just starts... It goes dead, and then it has too much energy. It's all over the place.
I had a hooker jerk me off while I was driving one time.
Really?
Yeah, I was in Boston, and I remember there was a Comedy Connection. There was Nick's Comedy Stop, and I was just starting out. So what I would do, my 10 minutes at the Comedy Connection, and then I would drive over to Nick's Comedy Stop, and that's what I was planning on doing, right? So I did my set, Comedy Connection, and I'm driving over to Nick's, and I pull up to a red light, and there she is. This girl, she just looked hot. I didn't have any money. I'm like, I'm just gonna say. I just rolled down the window. I go, listen, I don't have that much money. I just want to say you look really good. And she's like, well, how much you got? And I'm like, I only got $12. And she's just like, open the door.
Open the door.
So she gets in. And she starts jerking me off, right? And I'm driving. I'm going by Chinatown in Boston, so she tells me to turn down this alley. And I'm literally driving 3 miles an hour, creeping down this alley. And I'm like, I go, you got any lotion? She's like, I got some $8 lotion. I'm like, forget it, right? And the thing is, we went right behind, this Chinese restaurant, and there was, 10 Chinese guys on their break. And I'm driving down the alley, 2 miles an hour, and she's leaned over like this. And as right as I'm going by, they're all like, oh, pointing at me, laughing. Busted my nut, dropped her off, never made it to Nick's, and I went home, and I watched the Rangers win the Stanley Cup.
Hey, there you go. Now we all know what night that was and where we were.
I see Mark Messier holding that up. I think
you soiled your pants.
Brings you right back.
Yes, I did.
What did you do with the stuff? Was it all over you driving home?
Yeah, it was a crime scene.